Welcome back, everybody, to some more Grand Tactician, the Civil War. We're picking up right where we left off in the last episode. It's April of 1863, and we are just holding firm here in the Eastern Theater, though I think I might very soon be thinking about a move back on Washington once again. Looking at the French intervention level, we're at 64%, so I feel like if we could just win a couple of battles or do something significant, we may be able to see a victory there. So I'm looking at what's currently happening here in the East, and I feel like there's an opportunity here. We've got a significant number of men in the Army of Northern Virginia, 90,000 effectives. We were down under 60, but now that we've got everybody healthy again, I think it's time to move that 90,000 man army on Washington. We took Washington once before. Had to give it up, but I think it's time to take it back. And we're going to move that whole force. It's going to force a gigantic showdown, which I expect to be in this episode. But let's see what happens. All right, I decided to undo my industrialization policy so that we can get Diplomacy 5. Diplomacy 5 is going to give us access to new weapons, but improve our relations with the European superpowers, which is what I'm after right now. I'm really trying to get French intervention to really finish them off. So let's see what happens with that. In the meantime, all three corps under the Army of Northern Virginia are making their way toward Washington, where there's a massive amount of men. It's going to be interesting to see exactly who all gets involved, but here it comes. All right, we actually get to fight the Battle of Manassas Junction in Manassas. So we're fighting where we should this time around. Let's go ahead and take a look at right now the current strength. Right now we've got 37, almost 38,000 men to the Union's 8 or 19, but we know that's going to change. The Union's going to be getting reinforcements throughout the coming time. It's only 4 o'clock in the morning, so we've got a good full day to fight. 11 hours before his first reinforcements arrive. 14, 19, 22, 16. A lot of reinforcements on the way. For us, same deal. Let's take a look and see if I could click on the right thing. Here we go. 1 hour till the third corps arrives. 9 hours for the first corps. We're going to have a massive advantage in manpower where we could win the battle long before his reinforcements arrive on the field. So let's plan to do that. All right, so with a big advantage in manpower, I can afford to divide my forces a little bit because any one of these divisions can probably stand at least for a little while against the entire enemy force. I'm going to go ahead and start moving my cavalry out. Let's give them evade orders, so if they do run into the enemy, they're not going to bring on a general engagement. I've got 2 divisions over here. I'm going to go ahead and take Blackburn's Ford. And I'll move Van Dorn's division across Bull Run Creek here. And then, who's this? This is Jull's division here. He's already got his order, so let's go ahead and start moving out. See what we run into. I expect the Union to be probably around Centerville or somewhere up in the northeast corner of this map. Okay, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and Longstreet's 3rd Corps has arrived. While we still wait for our other corps to get into position, we're going to let Longstreet get all his men onto the field, and then we'll start maneuvering them. Maybe we'll pull this corps over on the right side. We'll bring Longstreet up in on the left. So at this point, we have 73,000 men on the field to his 19,000. And looking at his arrivals, he's got the 4th Corps arriving in 7 hours, but until that happens, I've got a massive advantage and a chance just to completely destroy the men on the field if I can locate him. Now, I don't want to get too aggressive here, but I do see his commander of his corps, Heinzelman, right here. So the troops have to be back in here somewhere. So I'm just going to start kind of moving my cavalry up a little bit at a time until we spot him. And then once we spot where he is, then I'll start making my moves accordingly. All right, he's parked at Centerville. He's obviously waiting for his reinforcements to arrive before he brings on any general engagement. So we're going to go ahead and start squeezing up towards Centerville. I've got Longstreet's corps pushing that direction. We've got Jull's division right here, so let's go ahead and bring them up. Put them right up here on Rocky Run. Let's go ahead and pull my cavalry back. We'll put them, I don't know, right here. Actually, I'm going to put the cavalry out all the way up on the flank. And then we'll advance these divisions. This is AP Hill's Corps, I believe. No, it's there's Jackson. He's our Army commander. It is AP Hill's Corps. We'll start advancing AP Hill's Corps forward. Start tightening the noose. Alright, so we're still on 10 times speed. I'll slow this down a little bit. We're still waiting for our troops to get in position. I'm just looking at the terrain now. And you can see where he's got his whole army parked at. A lot of feuds there between commanders. He's sitting right at the edge of the map as much as he can because he knows he's got reinforcements on the way and that he's in no position to take on my army as is. Luke's cavalry just engaged over here on the Union right. So we'll let them go ahead and stay engaged for a little while we wait for the others to get into position. So Hardy's in position right there. Van Dorn here. So let's go ahead and start pushing AP Hill's Corps forward. We've got them in double battle lines, so in each case I've got at least one brigade in reserve. And with the numbers that I've got, I can certainly afford to do that. And this is Johnson, who's part of Longstreet's corps. We're going to push him forward as well. So let's push Jull up here to that side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Gustavus Smith and his division up here by the cavalry, and we're going to bring them in to smash into the Union right. We're going to bring our guns up. This isn't real favorable ground for artillery, but there's some open spots we can put them. So who's this? This is the that's battery G light artillery, and they have an upgrade available. Let's go ahead and I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Grand battery. Over here, the Polish artillery. Let's get them up into position as well. Alright, just a matter of waiting for everybody now to get into the positions that I've given them. Let's get Fitz-Lee's cavalry pulled back over here. Actually, it's WHF Lee. Rooney Lee, I think his name was. His nickname. Okay. So right here, this is Rains' division. We've got the VMI Cadets, Men of Ruin, AP Hill's Brigade. They're going to be pushing on the Union left. Longstreet's division under Van Dorn. That's the 4th Alabama Infantry. Super Duper Stormtroopers, New York Copperheads. Here we've got, let's see, Pryor's Brigade, Junaluska Zouaves, Rhodes' Brigade, Sweets Florida 1st, Stonewall Brigade, 24th Irish Volunteers, and Hampton's Brigade. And then over on this side, for the last part of our attack, at least for now, 6th Alabama Infantry, Luke's Cavalry, which is going to be pulling back here in just a minute. 1st Armagh Irish, and one big one back here, Kennedy's Brigade. Okay. Come on, Luke's Cavalry, you're supposed to be pulling back over here, dude. Okay, let's drop it down to 2 times speed. It's 12 o'clock, so I would imagine his reinforcements are close behind. 2 hours. We gotta push this now. Let's do it. Alright, long range. Long range. I'm going to give those orders first, and then once those orders have all cycled through to their commands, then we'll give the advance orders. Gustav Smith's the one that I'm getting out here into position. We're going to bring him over here eventually. Now we've still got reserve units back here. Quite a few, actually. Additional cavalry under Jeb Stewart. Let's get all this artillery up here. Bring this division up. Okay. Somebody just arrived? No, Hall withdrew. That's one of his artillery units. Okay. Let's move. We'll start on my right and work our way over. 1 division at a time. There's a massive assault on all fronts. And Gustav Smith's going to come in over here. Right now we're just mainly engaging his skirmishers. We got to get Beauregard promoted to higher command. I keep forgetting to do that. We'll do that after this battle. How we doing here? I'm gonna get the New York Copperheads pointed in this direction. Oh, I don't like that these guys are exposing their flank while marching past the enemy here. Not a fan of that. Let's get them turned. Probably should put Kennedy in charge of the Irish Brigade. He's got a good Irish name. Alright, we're still waiting. Did Gustav Smith not get his orders? Or he just hasn't put them in motion yet? We're going to move Hardy up. Alright, he's going to get his first batch of reinforcements before we complete this, that's for sure. Boy, I don't know who their commander is, but nobody likes him. Look at all those feud notifications. There's a ton of them. So these units here under Van Dorn have put some skirmishers forward. That makes sense. I want to see the numbers so far. Let's look at the combat report. Alright, so a lot of casualties already. We've inflicted 1,000. The Union's inflicted 750. How have they captured 5 of my guns? Alright, we gotta start closing this trap down. Let's move Johnson forward. We'll move Jull forward a little bit once Smith gets up here. I gotta watch for when he does arrive, because if they come from up here, that could be an issue. We're getting our cavalry up there. These 2 cavalry divisions can help screen the enemy if he does come down from up there, rather than from back here. Roads get turned that way. Okay, Smith's about in position. He's coming up right up on the creek here. I'm going to turn around this way so I can see this better. I do like this position just in case he does get reinforcements over here. They're facing kind of that way just in case. Just a little bit out of range here, so let's get the 6th Alabama Infantry moved up. Same with the Armagh Irish, and we're going to have to change their orders to get them firing long range. Although these guys already have that order. I can't give them new orders because they still haven't received their old ones. There we go. Oh, Whiting, what are you doing? There we go. Alright, let's move. Who's this here? Pryor's Brigade. Let's move them up. And then here we have Sweet Slaughter first. We got to get them in range. Alright. Magruder arrives. The question is where? Where is he arriving? I'm going to put Wingo's division, that's Jeb Stewart's cavalry, facing that way. I'm going to do the same with Lee's division. I just want to make sure they're not coming in from up here. They could also be coming in from right here, and I would never even know it until it was too late. I don't think there's anywhere else they could be arriving from. I just want to get some sight of where they're coming in. Let me take a look and see how many men that is. Strength. Was that not his? Or did he have very few men in that unit? That could be the issue. The 4th Corps is what I'm watching for. Oh, those were my men. Okay, that's my 1st Corps arriving. That's excellent news. So my whole force is now on the field. Here they are down here. I don't even need them right now. That's right, I forgot John B. Magruder was in charge of the 1st Corps. We're still waiting for his 4th Corps to arrive. So what I'm going to do is I think I will pull the 1st Corps up. Maybe to somewhere over here. Can't do that though because they'll march right through the enemy to do it. So let's pull them over here first and then we'll go from there. Alright, we've got him turning his line now. Hood's Brigade under James Garrity. Who's running low on ammo? Jenkins. Oh, that's a skirmisher unit. Alright, let's push forward with Gustav Smith's division. I want to look at the casualty numbers again. Combat report, here we go. Okay, 2,400 inflicted, only 1,400 lost so far. With the huge advantage that I've gotten manpower, that's pretty good. We need to push Johnston forward a little bit. And Jull as well. Just keep up a hot fire all the way along the line, as long as I can. And just watch for that notification that his reinforcements have arrived. 2:30 in the afternoon, so this battle's been going a while now. Alright. Still nothing coming. I'm pretty content to just shoot it out for a while here because we've got an advantage. We're inflicting some nice numbers. Our artillery has inflicted 388 casualties. I'm really happy about that. Who's losing men here? Gardner's losing men. And Henry's low on ammunition, so we got to be careful about those things. Let me back out and see who we're talking about here. That's Super Duper Stormtroopers, Henry. Oh, Gardner's that's just his detachment. They're down to 4 rounds. Hopefully they'll just call them back when that happens. Tell you what we'll do here. We're going to pull the Copperheads back. Although they've got 56 rounds. It's just their skirmishers that don't have a lot of men. But we'll pull Henry up. Alright, let's keep pushing them. They're pulling their skirmishers back now. So now let's push up against their main body. Alright, I think his 4th Corps just arrived. Nope, that's his units withdrawing. So he's pulling back. If we could get him to withdraw before the 4th Corps arrives, that would be the perfect situation here. Anytime we don't have to take on the entire Union force, but can take him out on piecemeal, that's ideal. Yeah, he's withdrawing. So let's go ahead and advance the time. If we can get him to withdraw before they arrive, it's going to be close, though. Oh, Keys just arrived. Darn it, just as we drove them off. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and turn all our guns this way. We've got our cavalry up here. So let's go ahead and send Pemberton's division up here. And then once these guys have all withdrawn, we can turn this whole force that way. In fact, I'll send Jull up there now. So we're just in time to go from fighting one to fighting the other. Or is he pulling... Did he pull him back out? Yeah, he's done. Everybody has withdrawn, including the 4th Corps. All right, there we go. Battle of Manassas Junction is a major Confederate victory. We inflicted 6,000 casualties. We lost 3,000 men. And better still, we drove off part of the Union Army, which means that's one less group of men that can engage in a major battle when he starts concentrating all his forces. All right, Colonel Gardner becomes our national hero in this case. So we can see now that we are engaged outside Alexandria. There's a ton of Union units in that area, so this is hardly a done deal. I want to take a look at the situation in the west. We do have Robert E. Lee's force up here. This is still the east, but the Army of Western Virginia, we could actually probably push up into Pittsburgh if we want, because there's no Union forces in the area. We've got the 3rd Corps under John Breckinridge here that I want to pull back. They've already got orders to do so. We were trying to concentrate our forces in Tennessee before we start moving north again. And then, of course, I've got the Army of the West under Samuel Cooper here in southern Illinois, where they recently won a battle. I think this is a fort here, Fort Wyman Garrison. So that's kind of the situation. Short episode today, but we got to wrap it up. It's Halloween and got a lot to get ready for the kids today. Plus, I'm trying to wrap up the first of the tutorial videos that will be appearing in the game. I should have that ready today. I don't know how soon it will appear in the game, but I'm going to be sending that to them later on today, and then I'll be getting work done on the second one. So wish me luck on that. We'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching.